It says we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Muggy Monday. It is a thunderstormy and rumbly Monday in my part of Georgia. Oh, that's right. Give everybody the big wave. Maybe we can summon Ryan. We do this. I had a guy do that to me once, and now he just has to do this. But anyway,
it almost sounds like a Tune in Tokyo joke from Weird Real Genius. Or no, was it Real Genius or no? It was Pretty in Pink.
I can't remember.
It was a John Hughes film in some way fashion film.
All right, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way that Rich is flexing over here.
He's flexing.
He's flexing. That's a lot of flex right there. What's your earliest badge on there?
Who did you buy those from?
First one, 2000.
So you went to 2000 and 2001? 2000 and 2001?
Yep, right there. The little blue squares. Focus.
Cool. My first one was 2002, I believe.
That's going to rip your shirt when you try to attach it to your shirt for the show.
Yeah. I know. I put it on top of my skyscraper usually.
I guess if he's going to flex, I'll flex too. So here's my.
Oh, okay, flexing. Everybody's
flexing. Flex.
Throw up the flex gif.
So much flex.
Drifting off camera. But yeah, 2001 was my first one, and I've got that badge right there that no one else has. That Brickfest 2001 badge.
Which one?
Tommy,
You make one.
Brickfest 2001.
Oh yeah, you got a custom one made. That's awesome.
I got a custom one made.
Yep. I just cut my paper ones and then copied them small so I could put them in a window.
You don't have to leave my pretty face up, you know.
I'm trying to find the oh, there it is.
The demiifier.
Good job. It's flextastic.
I have too many gifts. It takes me forever to get them. Oh, Sandlin is flexing. There he goes.
I'm missing some brick cons in here. There's like a couple of brick cons in the middle there that I don't know what I did with the bricks. So anyway, I got some rare bricks up here like Chief Lug, Keith Lug. Yeah. Look,
that's
bricks
cool.
at sea. Only cool people went to bricks at sea.
That's right.
Bricks at Sea. I think that was shortly after I met you.
Me again.
Bricks at Sea. Is there going to be a Bricks at Sea 2, or has there been a sequel to Bricks at Sea?
There were two. We were going to have a third, but it got COVIDed twice. So we're like, eh. I don't running conventions, even little ones, is a lot of work, and I'm just not sure. I'm not really into it. It was fun, but I don't know. I'd rather just go on cruises and not worry about dragging other people along unless they want to come, you know.
Gotcha. Let's see. We got a few folks in the room here. Axel Plate has been here since the beginning. So, Axel Plate, how are you? Gary Mullane from Ireland is here. Brick Blaze also here. Mr. Blue is here. Hello, Mr. Blue. Good to see you. Matt Robbins in the chat with us. Brick Bunnies TV is here as well. Miner Makes Mocks, welcome. Glad to have you here. Thank y'all for it. Oh, question: where is your Brick Fet badge there, Adrian? Was it on there?
That's what I'm looking for. I don't know if it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's right on top.
The plot thick.
There it is.
Focus.
What
Brookfest
year was that?
2013. 2013.
Sweet. Oh, Axel Plate, you headed to Axel Plate headed to bed. Good night. Good night. Thank y'all for joining us from all the way in the Europe. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. All right.
Well, you're just leaving me up the whole time, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just marveling at all the organization in the background.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Here. Well, I've been working on all of these. My new iris containers. They're all nice and full now. So, yeah, I've still got a bunch of crap over here I have to deal with that I'm working on still.
Do you know what that table looks like? Somebody who's not building. That's what that looks like.
I'm not building because I've got a bunch of this sorting and stuff to do. Although, I guess if you want me to start, I can show you what I have been working on.
Yes. Go ahead.
So, off camera because I got to spin this all the way around and to that. So that is my DS9 model that I built a few years ago. It came to Brick Fair. It went to Brick World, and it went to Bricks in the Six. And it was sitting in boxes in my basement in that same corner. And I decided it's time to put it all back together. So it's living happily with Bender as a neighbor. So that's for the last, I don't know, few weeks or so, I've been working on putting that back together.
Cool.
But it's been, I'd forgotten how.
Place, I'll put it in the middle of my room and let people look at it. I'll even charge it.
So for people that don't know, that is Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It is I think it's 1/1600th scale, something like that. It's 8 feet in diameter, a little over 5 feet tall, and it's a pain in the ass to build. It's got a steel and aluminum framework in it because you can see it's kind of like it's not being held up by those black pillars, which are just kind of like wood. It wouldn't be able to hold its shape otherwise. And yeah, someone said Bender. There's Bender staring at you. Actually, I'll make him stare at us.
Who was it that at Brick Fair knocked Bender's arm off? Who was that?
I think Simon did it.
No, I can't remember.
Now he's just staring daggers into you, isn't he? It's like, how dare you?
Actually, I'm more fond of the Badger right there beside that. So.
Oh yeah, that's an old mock. That's actually the motorized. It motorizes it. Its alarms flap up and down. It's the Badger mushroom guy. But yeah, there's a few mocks and a few Lego sets that are in this triple set of IKEA cabinets here. You can kind of see. I'm gonna get a few more on display in a few weeks or probably months when I get back to IKEA. So.
I am really fascinated by that bowling pin. I don't know why, but I am.
Yeah.
Well, last time I went to IKEA, they had nothing.
Yeah, I can bring that. But for Rich, sitting at the top of the shelf right there, there's my space hat. So I've got one as well.
Space.
Yep. Space.
But if you want, I can go grab that bowling pin and we can take a closer look at it. But it's a pretty simple old build.
Well, it looks like it probably is, but I'm just fascinated that you have it. I think it's hysterical.
Yeah, let me grab it.
Yeah.
Like getting the jar of creamer out of the fridge, he goes and grabs his.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a life size. So when I built this, my parents actually had a set of bowling pins, no bowling alley, but pins. So I borrowed one of them, just the pins. So I borrowed one of them, and this is you can tell by the discoloration. This probably dates back to I don't know 2000, 1999, like real old. Oh. This is probably the oldest mock I still have together is this bowling pin. It's silly, but it's fun.
Considering that it's older than most people's children view this show.
That's true. That's true. So that's actually what I've been doing instead of doing actually building new things is I'm still working on getting this whole area all put together. I've got my new shelves, my new storage system, my new display areas, a bunch of new tubs. I'm just trying to get it all organized so that I can find everything and start building again.
Cool.
So
today, you are more disciplined than I. You take a lot of things apart and rebuild them. I let them sit in drawers and buckets forever without resorting them. So, and
this is today's mission is slopes. So I'm sorting these things out today. Doing a partial sort at least.
Would you like to call that a short sort?
You can call it whatever you want, I guess. Yeah. It was going to be this. I was going to start working on this.
Oh, that's fun.
It's so much fun.
But I had my build table had all the sorting stuff on. I was like, well, I'll just keep sorting then, whatever.
Yeah, I came down this morning after I woke up early. Mel had to go early to work, so I was up early. So I sorted off my table, but as I did, it just seemed like there was more stuff to the side that I would pull back into the middle of my table to sort out. So instead of cleaning my table, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And finally, I had to scrape it all back in the bucket. I'm like, I'm tired of this. So I stopped sorting this morning. I did have to go to work, but
it's never ending. It's never ending.
Yeah, never ending. I feel your pain because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm starting to reorganize my room. Actually got some more bins there, sterilite bins to put together over there. Over there, I got some new ones. Go up there tomorrow, I think.
I'm glad the FBI doesn't consider sterilite bins like an indication that you're a drug lord or something, because they would be all over you like white on rice.
Come on in, it's all Lego.
Yeah, Ben Winden just got out of the pool. And Jeff, don't take this wrong, but I have a feeling that you getting out of that pool is an impression of a polar bear that, like, Richard Attenborough has got cameras going, the polar bear emerging from the ice as he's falling out. It would be me too. It's okay. That would be a beluga. But anyway, that's right. But anyway, Van Winden, join us when you can. Anyway, so what else is everybody up to? I guess who all is prepping for Brick Fair? I know Matt is and Rich is. Is that it? Out of our group going to Brick Fair, Virginia?
I believe so.
I don't know. All right. What all are you taking, Matt?
Rudy's going, but
Rudy's going. Yeah,
he's not on here.
Martin Harris is going, but he's not on either.
I've got my 6 painted ladies, which are done basically. I need like 2 pieces that I just ordered on Bricklink this weekend, and they're just tiny little finishing pieces. And I shared them for the first time on this. April's a Facebook, but also there's a forum called Amazing Modular Buildings where the people who do what I think is state-of-the-art work post. And I was very gratified that it got hundreds of likes. So that was really nice. It's been a multi-year process building these things. So I'm glad that folks like them. So I've got that, and I've got my newspaper building from Birmingham, and I've got my English pub and the 2 bar buildings and the bubblegum company, which I'm still tweaking the lettering a little bit with the help of Larry from our lug. And then I want to tackle, I've got 4 buildings from my San Juan Street, and I want to improve them because they were some of my first mocks that I ever did. And I'm actually not, I'm fine with how they look, but I want to add foliage because if there's one thing about Puerto Rico being a tropical island is there's stuff growing everywhere. So I want to add some plants and vines. I'm thinking I might put in like a little park area in between 2 of the buildings and just go crazy with vegetation. So that's something that I hope to get done in this last 8 days before we get in the car and pack up. So that's coming along pretty good. And last night, Ant Bandit stopped by and he asked if he could borrow the newspaper building as part of his backdrop for his latest stop motion assignment that he's doing. So it's he said it looked Gotham enough for what he's doing. So he took that and the 2 old school bar buildings home with him, and he promised to give them back before I get on the road. I was like, I need these on Sunday. I was like, you can
do something seedy. Is he doing something seedy where he needs a seedy side of town?
It's a Gotham backdrop. So he said so my painted ladies are too bright, and the bubblegum company is definitely not Gotham.
No.
So he's like, what do you have that kind of looks like old and maybe a little grungy? And I'm like, well, not a whole lot. I don't build a lot of grungy.
If bubblegum
Rich? Rich, what was that?
The bubblegum company could be a villain hideout for a bubblegum chewing villain.
That's possible.
Good. And then, of course, there's picking up the mess from the construction that went on. And when I'm in the middle of construction, I don't stop and put stuff away. So that just has been there. And then I'm also doing, Dana's been doing this. So that is gluing for Bricker Builds. And so this is the bottom of Darth Vader. And the eyes are going to go here, and then the helmet's up here. So it's a really big build. And I'm doing the acetone ABS fusing. And it was going really well today, and then I had 2 moments where I was like, "Oh crap, that's all off by 1 stud," and I had to rip it off really fast before it bonded. That's
got a pucker factor of at least 7.
That was really stressful, and I was like, "I think I need to stop now and take a break."
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time before that acetone sets it up.
No, there was one of them. I was like pushing really hard, like, come on. And it went pop. And I was like, I'm just going to throw that one in the trash. I'll take one out of my collection. It was like a black 1x4 brick. I was just so happy that it actually came off. So I was like, yes, it came off. I'll find new bricks to replace those.
Yeah, I've heard from the model shop that when they screw up something like that, it's basically a chisel and hammer and coming after it to break it apart and then cover it back up. So yeah, I'm glad you do that. So Mr. Sandlin, something is wrong with Sandlin. Let's go over here. There's something wrong. That looks like a castle around you, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with this.
It's space. It's pointy things, but it's not space.
Put some rockets on it.
It could be made of rockets.
So last week I was at Walmart and I found the Harry Potter clock tower set, which is about this half right here, for 50% off. And Small Paul does enjoy the Harry Potters, so they had the Great Hall, which is this chunk over here, for 25% off. So between the two sets, it was about $60 saved. So I got the sets. Because I figured he'll enjoy them for a bit, and then I can always flip them later to collectors or something. But I am a bit frustrated that my son's favorite thing out of $200 worth of Lego sets is this piece of crap right here. This is his favorite thing. This piece of crappy version of the snake is his favorite thing in this entire set.
And that's a terrible version. I mean, even back in the
I mean, look at it. It's this crappy click hinge. I could have built this out of scrap I have downstairs. Like,
it's not even green, right? I mean, it's.
I know that's the thing, is that they could have used green parts on it or something. Anyway, it's a whole lot of Harry Potter stuff. So
How was the build experience on that from a non-Castle-y builder?
I mean, they're pretty good sets. I mean, they look pretty much like the stuff you see in the movies, which, you know, that's pretty fun if you're a fan of Harry Potter. You know, Paul likes Harry Potter. We watched one of the movies this weekend, and he played with the characters and things. And he does once he stopped playing with this piece of crap, he actually played with the set some. He likes the hidden stairs that are. Let me see if I can pop the. So the Great Hall has the little stairs right here that you spin when they do that. So these, you know, it's like the secret stairs that go up to Dumbledore's office. So it's like, yeah, he likes that. He thinks that's cool. So I actually built a little chunk of this because. I built this little chunk to put between this part of the Great Hall right here and the other part of Dumbledore's office, which is this. This comes with the other set. So I built that little adapter to sort of put them together. So you've got Dumbledore and his office kind of here. And when you spin the stairs, it comes around and leads up to the office. So
that's cool.
So yeah, technically, I did do a little bit of creative building to adapt the two sets together so that they kind of more playability, as our Canadian friend would say.
Playability,
beauty, eh?
Beauty.
So yeah, this is what I did over the weekend.
Maddie is excited about your modification, and also she agrees with your assessment that the snake is terrible. So, Big Screen Bird, how are you doing? Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us this evening. Now you have to buy another copy to finish the back wall. That's funny. And welcome, Jeff. Good to have you here. It's pretty cool. It's a definite improvement over the original Harry Potter castle from what, 2003, 4, somewhere in there.
It's funny you should say that because I was looking at, I was browsing around seeing if there were any of the other sets that might be good to go with this. And I noticed that the new sets for the 20th anniversary sets, they are not movie accurate, and they're more like modular play sets where you can stack the different floors and things. Mm-hmm. And they have the sand green roofs back on them again.
Yep. I think I remember seeing that.
I was talking to John Rudy chatting, and he's like, "Oh, I think the sand green roofs really look nice and whatever." And I was like, "They don't match anything. They don't look like the movie. They don't, I don't know. I suppose from a toy color perspective, it's more visually bright, but yeah, it doesn't look anything like this, which looks like the movie. So
yeah,
I guess it depends on what you. Maddie obviously feels that this is, this looks like what you see in the movie.
There you go. But that's cool. I'm trying to think about. Remember all the weird sets where you got the one room and you could stack them or something. They had all the cardboard backgrounds and the goofy colored parts. And anyway, there was a very, very strange era for Lego when they were doing the first Harry Potter run. So,
well, I think the new sets are kind of a throwback to that. The 2021 sets are a throwback to the classic sets because they have the sand green roofs and they're built like little rectangular modular things that you can stack them up different ways or whatever. So,
gotcha. Oh! I thought I smelled some back bacon. Hey, there's a Canadian in the house. What's
there
up?
Is. Hey guys.
Out of the pool?
Good. It was a hot day today, so figured a dip in the pool would be a good thing to do. So, no icicles. I was being silly, of course, but So, but yeah. Guess you want to know what I've been doing, eh?
Sure. What you been doing?
Well, I was showing this off a little bit last night. Well, not really showing off, but I'm working on a layout for a new castle. Kind of think of a mountainous terrain and maybe build the castle up into it with a bit of a waterfall coming down or something, and then a river running out of it.
A river runs through it.
Well, I don't want to go all the way through it. I just want to go out of it.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the game Rampart, the arcade game?
I never played.
Oh, did anybody remember the game Rampart? Do you remember it? It was kind of the end of video arcade, but it was and I had it on the Atari Lynx too. And what it was is you had a little coastline and you built castles, you built castles and you were trying to defend against these ships, and they would launch a bunch of cannonballs at you and blow up your castle or whatever. And then you could play it in reverse, I think. But it was so much fun. But it was a little kind of a 3D little land builder. Did look just like that, and had some pretty cool sound effects for the days. That was probably 90 or 91 when that video game came out. It was so much fun. So yeah, that's what that looks like to me. Rampart. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the actual scale, I'm basically doing it 8x8 as a 48 base plate. So
Brick
right
Blaze
now,
knows what I'm talking about. Look at there we go. Good.
Yeah. So this will basically be 448s by 448s at the moment. I might go bigger. Depends what I end up working out. I was thinking this would be like the inner area, the inner keep. Since we're talking about castles tonight, apparently it's castle night. This will be like the inner keep, but I might not have enough room to do what I want in there. So, but I might work on this a bit tonight. I also am going to Brick Fair Alabama, which we've talked about in the past.
Woo!
But last night I was watching. Last night I was on the Pink Buccanation with Julian, and I think you were there too, Chris. Pink Wheels. I can't think of her name right now. Meredith. Thank you. Sorry, I was going to say Madeline, but no, that's not. She was mentioning that they had gotten they'd just done an Airbnb for the week that they were there. So I started looking last night during the stream, and I did find something that's probably about 20 minutes out of town, or 20 minutes away from the convention center. But it's half the price as the hotel would be for every night. So I'm if anybody's looking to stay at, or if anybody's looking for places to stay, that's a good way of going.
Canadian Party House, eh?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think there'll be any other Canadians in the house other than me. But
We're using an Airbnb for Virginia.
oh yeah,
So
yeah. I've never. This is my first time doing it, so we'll see
we've
how
been
it goes.
very
But
happy with our experiences. So
yeah, the main reason also, actually, you were saying it yesterday, Chris, that the parking garage is a pain in the butt at the hotel. So you have to pay every time you go in and go out. I think the parking lot at the event is $10 every day for parking too, right?
you don't have to.
Yeah, it can be.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
Who's rattling bricks? Is it Matt? Matt, are you
No.
rattling bricks?
That's
No,
me. I
no.
forgot to mute. Sorry.
You can
So,
park
but
like a block
gonna be
away and just walk.
I'm going to be coming down with a trailer, so I was worried about where to park a trailer. So this is now, it's an actual house, so I have a laneway to park a trailer in and the car type thing. So
Well, it's
now I can just-
Alabama. It's Alabama. You can park a trailer anywhere.
They won't mind.
I'm serious. I'm actually not being sarcastic. I'm serious. Like
Like
you
a
could,
cargo
if there's space, you could just park it there. They're not going to care.
yeah, I'm just always worried that
Nice.
someone's going to park around it or whatever, or just grab it. So at least if I have it at a house in the middle of the burbs, it'll be a little bit more secure.
Understood.
So
Yeah.
anyway.
For a while, we had a hookup with Corey. Corey, he still works for Salvation Army, but he was a little more directly involved with that Salvation Army that was right behind the BJCC,
Okay.
and we could park in that parking lot. But now that's gone. I think somebody bought that property up and everything. I'm supposing all the interstate is repaired in downtown Birmingham. Is it, or does anybody know?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, we were over that way, and it looks. We drove through it on our way back from Missouri, and it looks like all the major construction is done. So I didn't see any cranes. I didn't see any, detour signs. I mean, I didn't get off and drive on service streets, but you're up high as you come through, and it looked like they were all finished. So hopefully it's done.
Oh, good. And also, Minor Makes Mock says that because I remember I didn't go in 2020, whatever it was, right before COVID. But the year before, they were literally like, "Get out, we're cutting." I mean, they're cutting the interstate lanes as you're leaving. There's a block of the bridge falling off behind you as you're driving out of Birmingham because they were taking it down like the day after Brick Fair, which was insane to me. So, but anyway, I'm glad that's all good. So, all right. So we've heard what Matt's taking. Rich, what are you taking to Brick Fair, Virginia?
I'm taking my Forbidden Island pseudo mock, which I'm going on Instagram. They're 8 contestants try to get to the end of a gully before each other with a roll of dice. I'm taking.
Rich, you need to lean closer to the mic.
He's got a new phone.
Yeah, I gotta be fun. I'm taking my Ghostbusters headquarters mocked set, which can actually fit my one. I'm taking my Lego store plus a couple box brown pet shop and another corner building, probably the hardware store.
Cool. So, how much of a commute do you have now? You used to live right near there. Now, how long is it going to take you to get there?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Well, that's not bad. That's about for me to Brick Fair, Virginia. So that's okay. I mean, Brick Fair, Alabama. So that's cool. All right, good deal. So, but nobody else is going to Virginia. Is that right? Ben Winden, you're not going to Virginia, right?
No, the borders haven't opened up for us yet. Apparently, August 9th, the Americans can travel to Canada, but we still can't travel to the States.
Sweet. We'll bring you some Delta variant. You'll love it. So,
Well, it's already in Ontario, but
is it? Well, yeah. There's a spike in numbers around here too, I believe. So,
yeah, there's only a few spots that have spiked in Ontario for the most part. Like most of the big metropolitan areas are low cases of the Delta variant, just because most of the people are vaccinated. So, but some of the smaller out of area, like northern Ontario areas, were getting hit by it because they probably didn't vaccinate.
right. All right, good deal. Okay, so anybody pick up any new stuff at Wait a minute, Dana. What are you doing? You're oddly quiet, Dana. What are you doing? You're not.
I'm giving other people a chance to talk for once.
He looks like you caught him doing something slightly embarrassing.
You've been caught dirty, red-handed.
Well, so I don't have. Well, I mean, I built this yesterday.
He's also stuttering. Do you notice? Oh, very nice.
So I built a little blue mock and added some accessories. He's. I called him an adventurer because these are his like spoils of his adventures. But Meredith put it up that he was a collector, and I was like, collector, adventurer. So that's my blue mock to go with that. And I have this nice cup of yellow to build my yellow mock, which I might have it done by the time we're done. I don't know. Half an hour might be cutting it a little close. If anything, it'll be done before we do Thursday for sure.
Cool. Well, I did mine. What else? You said you got something else? What you got?
Oh, it was just the fact that I was going to do one thing with the minifigure, and I envisioned something specifically that I thought I had that would go into his hand to be his utensil, and a specific headpiece for his top of his head. And I think I dreamed that I had those two pieces because I can't find them at all.
Nice.
So now I'm coming up with something different on the fly.
And now for something completely different.
And that was something completely different. So, but yes, go ahead and show them your dark blue.
I did man walking amongst dark clouds in dark blue. So I don't know. I may redo it. I'm not so happy with it. So
And I did look up. There is a dark blue mohawk, and I have one, so I'm going to put it on there if you don't put a helmet on him.
all right.
Just saying. Just saying.
And literally, this is just about all the dark blue I could get my hands on. I don't have a lot of dark blue, unfortunately. So
That's about as much dark blue as I have, but I don't have the stuff to make the figure.
yeah, I got that dark blue head. I got that out of the bin at in Legoland, Florida, where they had the some non-release parts, and I got a dark green blank head and a dark blue blank head and a dark tan blank head. I don't think those are. I don't know if they're extremely rare and unproduced, but they're not exactly common either.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but I don't have the body parts and stuff to make a fig out of some of those. I don't think.
Well, at the moment, I'm still just kind of working through the Everyone is Awesome figures, along with the light bluish gray, which wasn't in the Everyone's Awesome. And then I think I might do some Bricklinks and get some other ones. I'm not doing all 38 like Kaz Mockett did, but I'm going to keep going. These are fun for as much as the colors that I have that I can do. It's fun.
So I haven't really looked in depth at Kaz Mockett's thing, and it's amazing. I've seen the broader picture. Did she have a fig in every one of those things? Did she have to fudge that any, or how did she accomplish that?
That's a good question. I know that there was an interview was on Brick Nerd. I might have to go back and relook at. And I know I can probably get a closer look at her Flickr page because it gives you much closer pictures than Instagram does. But from my first look, it does look like she has a minifigure in each one. Now she may have had to do some brasso or something with some of them.
Well, technically, you could pop the arms off and turn the torso the other way, so it's
correct. You could do that.
Oh, but I'm even worried. This top, you can't see the cop is his back is there, so I flipped him around. So yes.
But I'm even wondering about the heads, because I don't know if every single head comes in that color.
I don't know.
But she did an impressive. I mean, it's freaking crazy. It's crazy cool. I mean, like Mark or Chris, you were talking about wanting to do something in the. I know I did it again. The light bright orange, and she's got one in there for the light bright orange, and a full minifigure. So.
Well, cool. I mean, I know that she must have brassoed some because you can get that minifigure in the raincoat from Hidden Side. That's the light bright orange and some others and everything. Yeah. Hey, Andrew Sada, good to have you here, man. Good to see you, buddy. But anyway, I mean, it's an amazing accomplishment that she did, and the cool thing is, I mean, I like the vignettes we've done. This is a very challenging and yet approachable size for us to do them when we do the challenges for the lug again. So
yeah.
Because it's not very brick intensive, but you can put a lot in there, so that's a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, because I mean, depending on the build and depending on how much pieces I put into it, I mean, you can just do the habitat straight up in, like 5-10 minutes. And then once you start adding in things, it just depends on how far you want to add things in. And if you got to break some walls down to add some snout parts so you can stick some things. But yeah, I find it's challenging. It has been a mental exercise because it's a small space and also trying to be creative with the pieces that I've got to utilize. It's a fun challenge. I'm enjoying it. I think other people. I hope the other members of the lug are enjoying it too, for that matter.
None of them are piping up, so apparently they're not.
They're not. They're not.
There's 3 or 4 different vignette sizes. I don't know where this one came from. Where did this vignette standard come from?
I found an article on it again, probably like one of the brick websites who showcased the guy who had came up with these, because I think these were somebody originally started using this size for CMF vignettes, so they're small and so they could stack them all real quickly and do them, and not a large size. Then there's ones that's slightly bigger. I don't know if it. No way. I'm trying to think if there's another corner one, or if this is the corner one. And then, of course,
it's probably Simon Liu. He does everything like this.
Yeah, and then there was that habitat we did, the habitat we use, which is the standard that Brick Fair uses. And then, I think there's an even third one that's slightly larger that uses like a 16 by 16 as its plate, but couldn't tell you.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at that Kaz Mocket, just the big image. It's just freaking crazy amount of detail she's got in a lot of these.
Is that on Flickr? I'm just going to pull it up. Or go ahead and share the screen and let's look at it.
Well, I can pull it up on Flickr. Hang on.
Yeah, pull it up on Flickr and then we'll share it.
Not search for search people.
This is riveting. We're not talking, and our viewership went up. It's riveting.
We need some Jeopardy music.
I need the gif of Monty Python with "Get on with it." Get on with it.
Hey, Dana, have you ever seen this guy?
No, I don't think I have.
Is that from the World Tours?
This is what I believe I got this a long time ago. I think someone once told me this is the Lego ambassador that they used to give out at the parks.
Oh,
like a really long time ago, and he's a keychain. He's got the little But yeah, his little sash and his little stuff going on. He's the Lego ambassador, I suppose.
Nice.
That's actually pretty freaking cool.
I was just thinking, you don't see this guy anymore, so I just thought,
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
amongst yourself. I'm still searching.
From the Lego World Tours that went through back in the 80s, that went city by city, where they had a huge classic space type layout as well. And I think that was on the cover of that book. But I'm not sure. I'm Googling it.
Speaking of things you don't see very often, I got a little present from our good buddy Ryan when I went to Legoland, New York.
What is this PG-13? Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it's so I can get it focus. It's a Legoland New York Duplo brick.
Ooh, nice.
But because the park opened late,
opening 2020.
So I got one of these. So he gave me one of these. I guess they're probably never going to give these out. So this is going to be an extremely rare thing at some point for these Duplo brick collectors.
That is your reminder of the year that wasn't. That's awesome.
All right. So just to return the conversation. So that particular habitat style was designed by Pangarin Panda, is their Flickr name. And then I've got, I do have Kaz's screen here that I will share.
Let's see it. Oh, there it is. So cool.
So yeah, I mean, just lots and lots of detail.
So pull up the light bright orange one. I want to look at it, see what she's got in there.
Is Kaz a guy or a girl? Because I took
It is a woman. She is out of the UK.
Okay.
She's doing some live streams and stuff, I think, right?
I think she does. Trying to do StreamYard and trying to do Flickr at the same time seems to be just causing everything to just crawl. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so she's got the hat from that dude in the hidden side.
The fisherman.
The fisherman. She's got some crabs.
Well, don't tell that. It's a personal issue.
Yeah. She's got a ladybug and some stuff.
Can you zoom in on anything?
That's all the bigger it gets, unfortunately.
Okay.
Hold down Option and scroll.
Oh, I guess I can try that.
Pinch and squeeze. Pinch and squeeze.
Hang on.
Also tends to have crabs.
Let me see if Chrome will actually let me do what you're asking to do.
Oh, you're in Chrome. Okay, never mind.
Actually, it is.
But you went to the next one.
Let me go back to. Good Lord, this is running ridiculously slow.
Dana, you're excellent at the internet.
No, I'm not today. Not
It is
today at all.
Yahoo. It's Yahoo code, so
There we go.
Ugh.
But that actually, it doesn't even look like it's gotten that much bigger. Ah!
Yahoo.
That's
I like her
right.
orange one though. I wish I'd had some of those starfish to throw in there.
There's an arrow to this. There it is.
Well, no, I'm even tried to bump it to 200% within just Chrome, and the picture doesn't get any bigger.
Well, if
So-
you go to the bottom right of your screen, there's an arrow that's a download arrow, and then you can select.
Yeah,
sizes.
I'm aware of your download arrow that you're talking about, except for it only has the one size. That's all she uploaded. It's just
Oh, okay. She just put the Instagram pictures over here. I got you.
yeah.
I got an old man glasses. That's pretty cool though.
But yeah, if
I'm
you,
really curious about. She put the Robin cape on there. That's pretty fun.
exactly. I would suggest going and just doing a Google search on Kaz Mockett. You'll get the Brick Nerd article, and then you can go to her Flickr page from there. Because obviously, StreamYard and this are not playing together. I think she's got an actual album for it. Yeah, she packed some stuff into that lime green one. Man, I'm digging that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Carolyn Mockett. That's why I couldn't find her on Instagram as Kaz Mockett.
Yeah, I mean, she's got Mock in her name. I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually her real last name or if that's her, But yeah, if it's not, I mean, how great to be a Lego fan. Oh, that's photos of minutes.
Parents had their own creation.
that's right.
Bless you, Jack. All right. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Lego Monofigs Habitats.
So,
I love that she. Let's see if I scroll down and you can see it kind of a little bit here. My favorite thing is that she used the camel in the tan.
That's awesome. The dark tan. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like how she loaded them by color too. Like
Yeah.
it's like the rainbow from Dark.
Oh yeah, it's going down the spectrum so that you get to down to the grays and everything. And I'm impressed that she did dark pearl gray, because
Oh yeah.
I mean they're not like bricks in dark pearl gray. So she had to use the fence pieces to build the walls for that, which is pretty cool. And the same thing with the gold. She used the lattice work fences for the gold wall. Because I was trying to figure out how the heck would you build the gold wall, because I don't recall there being any gold bricks.
It's interesting. There's no There's only the two shades of gray. The older shades, I guess, are not being.
Yeah, she's just using the newer colors.
Same with brown.
No, then that I needed to make an old gray and an old dark gray. That would be cool.
There you go.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Newer colors. The color change was 24 years ago. I think that, or 20 years ago. I think people are.
We can stop calling them new.
I think so. Yeah.
It's just gray. It's just gray, and the other stuff is the old gray.
Yes. So here we go. Let's go ahead and make it this. Let's make it a deal. We will agree that if Lego will name old gray bricks in honor of us, that we will stop calling it bluish gray. We will even not call it Blay anymore. Just call it gray and call us old gray. That we in honor of us. That would be awesome.
Shouldn't she have like 2 or 3 different dark red ones for all the different shades of dark red?
That would be a trick. That would seriously be a trick.
Or make a brown one and everything's just broken. I make a brown one out of all broken brown pieces.
Nice.
What about pink? Because there's old Paradisa pink, and then there's new.
Yeah, and it looks like she's just using the 3 production color pinks. I think that's pretty much she kind of just went with production colors.
Well, and she may be young enough in the hobby not to know the other colors. So,
by the pictures I've seen, she should be old enough to know.
Maybe she is.
She's probably late 30s, early 40s. She's not that young.
Yeah.
I would think
I'm just impressed with the sand blue and this light, or what is this? The light, is it light azure? Azure light, but it's light azure versus azure.
Yeah. Well, there's light azure and dark azure.
The mint color.
Mint.
This one here, whatever this one is.
Oh,
mint.
It's not the mint. It's she lists medium blue is what this one is.
the pastel green color. I call it mint because it's the color of chocolate chip mint ice cream minus the chips.
From Baskin Robbins.
That's a fair name for it. I call it pale green, but mint makes sense.
Yeah, that color, the one that's right there on the left, right there under the olive green, that one.
Well, if somebody did one in sand
this one,
red,
yeah.
it'll only have like 8 pieces in it. So,
in what color, Matt?
Are we calling this one the mint?
The one under olive green looks mint to me.
This one?
No, not that one. That's teal.
No, the next one.
You hit the arrows to the left and right.
It doesn't matter. For whatever reason, StreamYard is just killing any of my connection whatsoever. This one here?
Yeah.
Big birthday cake in it?
Is it? I can't see. That looks mint to me. Or seafoam. That's seafoam.
That's light aqua blue.
It is light aqua.
That's toothpaste.
Aqua velvet.
What is this? Velvet?
The lure.
All right. I'm done sharing.
Okay, stop sharing. Let your computer fans stop going. "Bah!"
Yeah. It is entirely possible that I may need to upgrade my Mac. This one's a little old.
My work PC doesn't like StreamYard as well.
Well, this was my work PC at one time, and then when the company imploded, I got to keep my laptop, so it became my consistent laptop. And now I'm Mac centric, and I'm liking Mac. So if I'm going to have to replace this, I can't just buy something and piece it together. I'm going to have to go to the Mac store and buy a new Mac. I'm not looking forward to that.
Just buy a real computer.
Shots fired.
I've been using Windows PCs since 1997. So I have built more computers than I could care to, and I actually enjoy dealing with Mac.
That's fine. I was just picking.
Oh, by the way, I think, Wyndon, you were asking if I was going to add the arms at the bottom of the boat. So
Yes.
I did. There they are.
Awesome. Good.
Is this the bad guy for the time cruisers or whatever?
No, this is the big time boat, but they put the front of the boat. If you look at the original set, it has the dragon head, and two doofy looking green dragon arms at the bottom. As if that was the only doofy thing that was in that set. But this is fun. So
if it was only those goofy things.
Yeah.
Well, then there's the bad guy time train, which is the worst.
It was a whole theme that they built using the recycle bin at Lego.
It throws crap in there. It's so bad.
There is a recycle bin that they're very proud of the fact that they recycle some extremely high number of like 98% of their bricks or whatever. There's a bin that they throw them in that's in the back of the building. Like, when the designers are done with stuff, they just chuck it in the bin, and then all of those parts go and they get ground up into tiny little pieces and melted into the black bricks.
Black Technics. Yep.
So
that's how. So that way they don't have to sift them. It's all just turned into black.
yeah, because I mean the black color whatever covers up all sins or whatever. So they just mulch them up and throw them in with the black, melt it down, whatever, and.
So that's bluish black, not regular old school. So.
Add more dark dye. Okay, it's all black now.
Okay, can I just say that Mel decided that she wanted to try some new toothpaste, some whitening, and it is activated charcoal toothpaste.
I've heard of that.
When you're brushing your teeth every morning, you look like I look like what's his face who played the Joker in Batman when he's like it's or not the Joker but played Penguin or whatever. It's amazing because you'll be if you don't think about it, you're brushing your teeth. I mean, it already looks like you're putting black tempera paint on your toothbrush, but if it's brushing along and you spit and look down, there's a moment of that's right, I forget because you're either dying and melting or you're possessed, but it's pretty amazing. But it does not help your spouse look attractive in the morning and your black foam coming out of your mouth. But it makes your teeth nice and minty and white. So it's pretty amazing.
Thanks for that rousing endorsement.
It was. Go to your local Target and get minty black activated charcoal toothpaste. It's amazing. Or just put it on your kid's toothbrush and not tell them and see what happens.
Only after watching some horror movie where black is coming out of their mouth. That would be better.
Have you? I don't know the fizzing bath bombs. I've seen some people. Some of those actually do make the water black, and somebody's like, "I want to get baptized with these in my pocket and see what happens." I would laugh. I'm like, "Well, that's awesome." Brickenizer, welcome. Good to have you here, Danny Devito. Yes, it was Danny Devito as the Penguin. So.
Yes.
Can't decide if I liked that movie or not. I think the coolest part was Pee Wee Herman playing the dad of the Penguin or whatever. But
for me, it was all about Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I get that. Yes.
You concur?
I concur. When she had the neon that said "Hello there" and the two letters and said "Hell here." That was like that was one of those moments. Is like, well, that was pretty smart. They thought that out. I mean, I appreciate it. So, it was good. All right. What else is anybody working on? Jeff? What are you working on else down there? Are you just
I was
castling?
Updating a Bricklink order, but well, yeah, I added a bit of a rock wall, but it's really crappy right now. I'm not sure. I'm debating what I'm going to do for a cliff face. Like I have a lot of the burps and lurps, the bigger rock part bits.
No.
But that's going to be a lot of rock to build. So I don't know. Might have to scale that mountain back a bit.
Cover some Duplo bricks.
Who knows? Did you know these old figs actually stand?
What?
Have you ever seen these old stuffies or stuffed animal plushies?
They stand.
That they like have their arms move, their head hat comes off. But I didn't realize that
there's one right over my shoulder. I've got one too.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they actually stand by themselves.
That's cool.
But they're weighted a little bit just so that it happens.
Maybe it's some sort of solstice in Canada and they're standing only today.
Well, it's been standing for a couple of weeks now, so
Oh,
the long solstice.
There goes that
Do
theory.
they haunt the dreams of small children? Like Chucky?
Oh, Adrian's got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine just he lives up here. He's been chilling up here the whole time.
Come on.
I think I had one of those, and I think I gave it to Jake, and I don't think it lasted very long. So
Either that or Bo got it.
yeah, Bo or Luke, one or the other.
whole time.
By
So
the
is
way,
anybody going
Dana,
to
you're.
rodeo this week?
Oh, by the way, Dana, if you're using the Mac, you can double tap your mouse to zoom without clicking it. So
Yeah, but I think that actually the other problem I think is also going on is I've got StreamYard going on, was trying to do Flickr, and then I've also got Bricklink Studio running, which that's probably actually where I'm
well, well, I've got these two browsers open and a CAD program, so nothing hogging any resources there. So
Yeah.
Lego Bricks and Pieces takes a lot of resources too. If you have a Lego Bricks and Pieces screen, like page open, it is a bit of a memory hog. Because every time I open that page, my laptop fan just starts going.
Huh.
So
I guess I haven't noticed that.
yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just my computer. I don't know, but I've noticed that it just takes a lot of memory. So
Am I the only one that when they open up Bricklink, I've got like 15 different carts that I started and then bailed out on? And thankfully, Bricklink keeps a hold of them. Used to, when you bailed out of Bricklink, you lost your cart. So, but I've got like 15 different carts, and I'll go in and look at them, and about half the parts are unavailable, and I'll finally sadly delete the cart, and then I'm like, what the heck was I looking for in this cart? And then, oh, that windshield. You know, the go to buy one windshield and then $57 of parts later, no, I better not pull that trigger today. So
It's because you gotta think about the shipping. I don't want to for $7.
All right.
Is he still talking?
I don't know.
Still talking.
It's funny. Now it's just a joke.
Rick, you need to locate the microphone on
gotta
your
do
phone
something
and figure
about
out what's
your
blocking it.
connection, because
I don't know.
we can't hear you.
No.
all right. Well, you know what, guys?
Signals is one of our greatest, not best episodes ever.
It's a messy Monday. It's all right. So let's just go to remind we've had a lot of folks watching, and I really super appreciate it. We will be covering for Bricksmith on this channel tomorrow the after show for Brickmasters. So make sure you watch you some Brickmasters, and then come on over to the show. Starting at 9, we'll go for an hour and talk about the show. And it looks like it's going to be an unusually fun new episode because they're making cars and having a demolition derby kind of thing, and that's going to be kind of fun. So we'll be doing that on Tuesday night. Everybody is invited to come watch us. And then on Thursday, we'll be doing an hour. We'll be doing the normal time, 7 to whenever we get done for Old Gray Bricks Thursday night live. Starting sometime in August, we will go to just 1 hour on that as well. But we will be one of the opening acts for the 72-hour stream, which is like 80 hours of live stream for Lego fans on YouTube. Buttshot puts that together every year, and we will be starting that off at 7 o'clock on August the 5th. So you'll want to join us for that as well. A lot of us will be on vacation next week, so our schedule may be weird. So just be hanging out with us, and if you can. Matt's got something to show off. What you got there, Matt?
Yeah, so Larry in our club, he made some suggestions about tweaking my lettering. So we were actually
you tweak your lettering somewhere else, pal. This is a family show. So anyway,
and then someone else suggested that I use like a smaller toothpiece for the eyebrows. So I've rotated the eyes, and I've actually ordered some minion eyes. The irises are a little different in those, so I'm trying to put the last little changes on this thing, and I actually think the lettering looks better. So
what did you?
Yeah, it's always kind of interesting to play around with this. The funny thing is, as I was thinking about this the very first time, I got in bed at midnight, and I just had to like spell the letters out on a plate to see how they would look. And so I got up and came back to the Lego room, and I got my tray with all my little white pieces, and I started spelling it out in the bedroom. Thankfully, my spouse is quite tolerant of it.
One of the things you had to do, and while you were thinking about it, and you couldn't let it go. I understand.
I wasn't going to be able to sleep. Like I just had to see how it would look, and I had to do it right then. You know, I was obsessed. What can I say?
The solution that you came up for the O in the co there is probably my favorite part. There, I love that.
That's awesome.
And that's Larry. That was Larry's idea. So
that's a good idea.
Credit to him.
Credit to Larry. All right, everybody. Well, we are right at an hour. We're going to, if you're in the chat now, if you'll go over to Brick Blaze's show, he will be doing a show. I don't know if he's on Twitch or I don't know which he's on. But anyway, go view Brick Blaze. He'll be doing a show for about an hour with some more adult fans of Lego. I may drop over there as well. Where is he going to be, on YouTube or Twitch?
I think he streams to both.
Oh, okay. All right. So go over and check out Brick Blaze on his channel. It's just Brick Blaze. You can find him. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's been a great time. We've just been goofing around and sorting some bricks out and yakking. So some of us are headed to some conventions this week, and that's exciting. And I'm glad some of that normalcy is coming out. But if you haven't had a shot, put your mask on. If you haven't had your shot, go get a shot and do your best to avoid this Delta variant that's around. Be kind to your neighbor. Be nice. Y'all have a great night. See y'all later. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.